Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another episode of the Real Mojo TV. All right, y'all. We got our wish, kinda. We got our wish, kind of. I will say this before we just dive right in. Good morning. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome to the weekend. It is Saturday morning. It's about 9:35. I've been up and out early. I had some running around to do. Went by the car wash and vacuumed. I didn't go through the car wash because it don't even matter because I'm about to be out of town for like a week. So I'm pretty sure there'll be some updates. But all right, man. Getting back to the mess. Carly Russell was charged with misdemeanor falsifying a report, a missing person report, or something like that. So when I say we got what we wanted, kind of, what I meant was she did get charged, she did get booked and all that. She was arrested and released. So, in like a couple of hours. So she didn't do no real time. I mean, a lot of us was hoping for at least 60 days, 30 days, something like that, and she do half of it. But such wasn't the case. And like I said, with that slap on the wrist, what happened was there was an 11-year-old girl somewhere, and she made a false claim that her and her friend were in some type of trouble, and her friend was kidnapped, and the guy had a weapon. I believe she said a gun or something like that. They came, put her in handcuffs, and basically just gave her a lecture. And this is what I mean by is no accountability for women in America, because when you go outside of the U.S., i.e., Brittany Griner, 10 months, the sassy trucker, she's currently at about 4 or 5 months. Appreciate the info. Somebody, I said like a month and a half. Somebody hit me and told me, nah, she been down for like 3 or 4 months. And that's the only way you gain accountability is if you do some silly shit, you get the consequence. You suffer the consequence, and you pay for the consequence. That is how you become accountable. Well, they're actually being held accountable. Because trust me, just speaking in general, the lack of accountability by women in America is kind of crazy. Um, it's kind of crazy. But anyway, I appreciate everybody downloading the podcast. I thank you. I'm kind of like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing the content on YouTube, throwing the content on Rumble, throwing the content at the podcast. So I'm kind of all over the place, but I will say that there's traction in all of the destinations. I will say that there's traction. Um, so I appreciate everybody for that. Um, but anyway, so Carly Russell, she got kind of, held liable for what she did. Um, it just seems like there's no end in sight there's no end in sight to these women just wilding out. And the last few videos and podcasts or whatever is gonna sound like, yo, he's all over these women. But you gotta look out here at what's going on. They the ones out here wilding out. Um, it's to the point now where the trans community, the men that's uh maybe transition into women or however, I'm not 100% sure, but how it go, but it's to the point now where those guys, aka women, is even acting a fool. They're even coming out claiming, uh yo, they out here claiming periods. I mean, they just out here getting reckless with it, and want to participate in women's sports, running up in the women's bathrooms up here, up in Massachusetts, up here in Massachusetts, in the Boston area. There's no, excuse me, New Hampshire, the New Hampshire area. There's a woman, a female daycare worker, taking pictures of the young kids, sending them to her ex-girlfriend. Like these is grown women taking pictures of preschool kids. I'm talking 3 and 4. I guess while they're using the bathroom, while they're getting changing diapers and getting cleaned up, and she's sending these pictures to her ex-girlfriend, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on out here. This is what's going on out here. And it's talked about so loosely. I feel like it's talked about so loosely only because it's women. Because if them was two grown men taking pictures of little kids, sending them, the whole FBI be all over this. Um, like Channel 7, Fox, everywhere. You know, we gotta get a hold of this thing, man, before it gets out of control. I mean, like, these ladies are to the point now where, and it's going up. It's going up levels, big time levels. Tasha K and T.S. Madison, they going back and forth, back and forth. Tasha K put up she put up a passport of T.S. Madison. She put up a passport, but that shit got your address, got particulars on it that everybody don't need to be seeing, and posting that with locations and all that, like real time locate, because you know, on a passport there ain't no PO box. On a license there's no PO box. That's physical addresses where people can go harm you, harass you, destroy your property. Now your family's in jeopardy if you got a kids and a husband, wife, partner. Now your family's in jeopardy. Not to mention you are in jeopardy and all that other shit. So that's a felony. So you posting shit like that, you putting yourself in hot. First of all, if you owe somebody $4 million, right? The last thing you should be doing is breaking any more law. You doing any other shit that could get you took to court and put in jail and out of more money. Because if you go to jail and you making bank, that money got to get paid. Now this other money gonna have to get paid for this posting of the address. How your family eating? How your kids and partner, how they eating? I mean, Shit's already getting to my understanding seized and audited and all that. So you can only run for so long. I get it. Duck and dodge while you building up the paper, while you building up the cushion for that big fall. But don't add on to the in the process. Don't add more bullshit in the process. You dig what I'm saying? Don't do that. Like, yo, I don't personally I don't understand it. Personally, it's bananas to me. How a person would be in, because honestly, I'd rather be into it with T.S. Madison on the internet than to owe somebody $4 million that's gonna get it. And the crazy shit is it's your mouth that's getting you in all the trouble because you ain't never been held accountable for none of the shit you ever said. So now, in your eyes, you can keep saying whatever. But is another woman that got at you and you got to pay, and there's another version of a woman that's about to get you in more hot water. Cause all the shit she say about these dudes, these men, and all that, ain't none of that never got around in no hot water. Cause don't nobody care what you do to a man, but you're not gonna victimize no other woman. You dig what I'm saying? Do you see where it's going? Do y'all see where it's going? Y'all can play all these crazy games all you want. Yo, I didn't mean to segue into this with using the word crazy, but did y'all see the lady in California, butt ass naked on the highway, shooting at people, shooting at people? Like, yo, dog, like, what's up? Like really, dog, what's up? Like this is yo, listen, man. It's some shit going on out here, man. It's some shit going on out here, bro. Like I can't even fathom, yo. I can't even fathom. That could, like, you know how bad that could have went. Never mind for her, cause whatever she got, she had coming. But you talking people just driving down the street, and she's standing out there with a gun, letting off, just out there letting off with a gun. Never mind the fact that she ain't got no clothes on. That don't mean nothing. Them bullets flying at you, that shit means everything. Like the only way this stuff is gonna get checked is when these women that done let this go on, these women that done let this go on, gotta start checking it. Just hilarious asking who's gonna protect them. Y'all gonna protect yourself. That's what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna protect yourself because back in the day, y'all was the ones amping up these gay dudes, rolling out with these gay dudes, shitting on your man. Like y'all was the ones that opened up the door to this. This is y'all doing. So don't call for help now unless you call in your big sisters. Don't call for help from us now. And like y'all be like, Corey Holcomb this, Corey Holcomb that. Yo, dog. Corey Holcomb be right on fucking point. Corey Holcomb be right on point. Y'all don't want to hear it because of the way it sound, and you can't tell the truth in 2023. Well, that shit is out the window. Like, all that's out the window. Corey Holcomb be on point, and y'all be killing him for it. I mean, only Dave Chappelle, Corey Holcomb, and it may be another one. Y'all don't say nothing to nobody else when they talk about this same shit. Or when they with it, when they amping it up. Nobody say nothing when people amping it up, accepting it and all. Yo, listen, the man don't be wrong. I'm sorry. I mean, you could say, oh, the way it sound, whatever. Sometimes you gotta say it how you see it for people to get it. There's just no other way around it. There's just no other way around it. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna get off of this subject because before y'all start dragging me, I'm gonna get drug anyway. People already be saying stuff about anyway, but it is what it is. Like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, and just speaking facts. Like I ain't dogging nobody. I ain't. But I'm just saying, what's going on is what's going on, and we reading it. We ain't making it up. We ain't attacking nothing. We reading it. Like them comedian dudes, I see them make a joke in there to make it seem like it's joking so they don't get in no hot water. Like that, like I see some people making jokes about Magic Johnson's son or whatever, whatever. Those parts is jokes. Those parts is jokes. Because who wanna serious this out? I mean, because realistically, everybody's accepted. Nobody's not accepting nobody. But the thing is, how y'all responsible for periods? Like, what are you talking about, dude? How this guy said this uh person said women ain't the gatekeepers for periods or some shit like that. I scrolled past it. I was reading it as I scrolled past it because I'm not like I'm on this thing where I'm always happy because I don't and goes to being around people, reading, scrolling, watching TV. I don't watch nothing that I'm not really like that I'm not into belief wise or a bunch of beefing. Like people be like Gilly and all them dudes beefing with each other, them big podcasts. Like I don't watch that shit because when you start taking in a bunch of negative shit, then your energy get negative. You know what I'm saying? I had mentioned something as a joke and somebody about their about their videos on their platform, they took that probably serious. But like I said, I didn't take it serious. I didn't take the response serious. See the laughing emoji that's constitutes as a joke. But because if your content aligns with something and then this something is on a hiatus and then it's smart for you to take a hiatus, right? Especially if your platform is built and based loosely off of that uh thing that's on hiatus. Every other dialogue we had been tight. So why would you think I was shooting at you now? But you know, sometimes people catch so much heat from so many places. And especially if they don't know you personally, they don't know if you shooting at them or not. But like I said, it's business as usual. I'm gonna still be a fan, support, whatever. Because I don't get into all of the pod wars. I guess I don't get into it. But there's some people that be talking crazy. I mean, it's some people that be talking crazy out here. But I can't let that bother me. And a lot of times, once I start playing it, a video or a podcast or something, or a post, I'll start reading it. 2 or 3 seconds in, when I see where it's going, whoop, cut that shit right off. Cut that shit right off. Because I already know where you going with it. Because I know you I'm familiar with you from intake of your content. So now when you do start going to the left, I already know this ain't your normal. So I'm a just move on. I ain't gonna watch this one. I'll still give it a like, but I ain't watching it. I'm not intaking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not consuming it. I think I got that like 2 years ago. I tried to go like 6 hours. I made it up to 48 hours. I was doing whole weekends without watching no negativity. When I read the title, if it's a negative, whether I've done donated to that cause, to that channel, I read the title and that shit is negative, or something that don't sit well with my mental, I'm just not watching it. When my 48 hours is up, like on Monday, I might watch it, but Saturday and Sunday, I'm not watching it. Especially not before I go to bed. Fuck that. I be wanting to sleep peacefully. I ain't trying to hear y'all motherfuckers beefing and y'all sitting there in Rolls Royces and shit, beefing. Man, please. What I look like? What do we all look like listening to y'all beefing and y'all sitting up there in Rolls Royces and all that? So on a on a on a on a pivot, on a switch up, Stephen A. Smith was saying, he was talking about how he always says, telling athletes to get off the weed or whatever. And he was like, what would weed do for him? But personally, I don't think weed will help him, because he'll be chill. He'll be calm. He'll be cool, collected. His persona, his character is being fired up, with the big words and you know what I'm saying. So I mean, so when he get off every day, when he click the off button, he could probably smoke, and he'll probably smoke and get high and reflect and get his mind right. You know what I'm saying? Um, I be wondering the same joint. I be wondering the same shit. Like, what would I be like if I smoke weed? You know what I'm saying? I ain't against it. I'm just a truck driver. So once you get a CDL, you gonna have to wait till your career's over or you get where you want to be before you can smoke any weed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think Stephen A. be. I think he'd be chill to hang with if he smoked. But I don't think in his work, I don't think it'll help him to smoke weed in his work. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll help him. Boom! Tonight. Before I forget, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. Who y'all got? This is coming out. This video is coming out. The audio may come out if there's anywhere where you can leave a comment, leave the comment. Who y'all got? Bud Crawford or Errol Spence? Yo, I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous to make a selection. I'm honestly, I'm nervous to even watch because I got both of those guys ranked in the top 5, right? And I don't think a loss will take them out of the top 5 because of who they lost to. But I do feel like Terrence Crawford wants it more. I feel like Bud wants it more. I feel like he's a little bit more mentally like in fight mode. I think he's more in fight mode right now. I really, 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 I'm scared to hit up the sports book. I'm not gonna say the sports book name because if I say their name, anytime I say a sports book name, y'all already know it's gonna be an ad. It's gonna be an ad. It's gonna be an ad if I say a sports book name. But I'm nervous to go and put something on the fight, yo, because both of them dudes is so nice. Like these dudes is upper echelons. This is gonna be the best fight. Well, we don't know what it's gonna look like inside the ring right now, but right now this is the biggest thing in the last 5 years. This is the biggest thing since Pacquiao Mayweather finally decided to handle the business. Unless unless there's something else that I didn't mention, and I'm pretty sure y'all gonna say it. Y'all gonna put it in the comment section. But this is gonna be an ill fight, man, and I just I feel like, and this don't got nothing to do with my betting. Like if I was to go to a sports book and put something down, I just feel like Bud Crawford is way more in tune, or he think he want this fight more because I done seen Errol Spence just totally take dudes apart. I done seen Errol Spence take dudes apart. He's strong. He's technical. I just seen him take dudes apart. He fought Danny Swift Garcia. I never, ever, ever thought he would just do that. And I think Errol Spence right now is in the process of moving up weight classes. I think he got his mindset. He got his mindset on Canelo. That's going to be the biggest fight if it gets made next to this one. I think it'll be bigger than this one, especially if he wins. But I just feel like Errol Spence is the type of person. He's the type of guy that you come in all charged up. I'm talking on fire, and he's just like, yeah, and he just take you apart, man. He just take you apart. Although he was hurt in the Ugas fight, he was hurt in the Ugas fight, and to Terrence Crawford's credit, if he would have, if that would have been Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence wobbled like that, and he was off balance, and he was clearly hurt and stunned, the fight wouldn't have went 30 more seconds. It wouldn't have went 30 more seconds. He would have finished him. Ugas waited. He was nervous. He's probably was in pain too because he hasn't fought since because he took some major damage in that fight, and that's what I'm saying. Errol Spence, as the fight's going on, it ain't one sided. He's in there and he's beating you up and he's beating you down. He's wearing you down. So, um, I don't know who I'll bet on, y'all. I don't know who to bet on. Yo, I don't know who to bet on. Yo, I might just sit back and watch it. But it's gonna be a great fight, man. And salute to both of them. They was getting kind of crazy in the press conference. Terrence Crawford was calling them all kind of bitches. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? Then the trainers start going at it. I'm like, yo, Jamel Charlo or Jamal, one of the Charlo brothers got punched in the face by Caleb Plant. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Yo, these boxers are turning into rappers, yo, on the real. All they do is beef on Twitter. And then now when they see each other, they beefing in real life. Yo, he caught Charlo flush with the left hook. I mean, Charlo didn't stagger or none of that, to be real. But damn, bro, like that's what we doing. We are, bro. That's assault. Like, yo, for real. Y'all, that's like the podcasters beefing. The rich podcasters. We talking about professional boxers. All y'all got to do, literally, is sign a contract, and y'all can do all that in the ring. Then the Charlo brothers out there fighting with each other. This is not the first time that happened. They drink a lot. One of them drink a lot. One of them drink real heavy. Because I remember I was watching some videos of them on like holidays. And they was beefing. And then one of them kicked the other one out of his crib with his wife and kids and shit like that out of his. He kicked his brother out of his crib. So yeah, the Charlos, the Charlos got some issues. I don't know if it's mental, but they definitely got some alcohol abuse issues because I be seeing them lit. Or it could just be one. But once one of them is upset, the other one, he ain't leaving his brother out there unless he fighting with him. And they done fought a couple times, you know. So I don't know, man. Hopefully they get it together. All that shit goes back to accountability, man. But like realistically, these boxers gotta get off of goddamn Twitter, man. All that Twitter shit from boxers is just, it's weird because just send the contract over. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney. All this talking back and forth. Devin Haney done ducked him. Now he's fighting Regis Prograis. Cool, because I feel like Devin Haney's moving up. Oh no, this is up. The fight against Regis is up a division. So but he want to keep the belts. You can't, no. You ain't coming back down. You didn't fight Loma. Did he fight Loma? No, he didn't fight Loma. He didn't fight Shakur. So you might as well, and he's bigger anyway. So they talking about is money this, money that. Listen, dog, that's between you and him. Us boxing fans don't give a fuck about your money. We want to see y'all in there throwing hands and putting your skills on display. That's what we care about. We don't care about your money. Like, if you are gonna, that's what Instagram is for. Post your money on social media. Don't be on social media arguing back and forth. Cambosa's trying to get a like, dog, stop this. But I think Shakur Stevenson's right in this instance, though. He's beginning to tweet a lot, way too much, and that's my favorite boxer. But Shakur Stevenson's beginning to tweet way too much. Just you got all the skills in the world. Get in the ring, continue to embarrass people because he be embarrassing people. You know, get in the ring, continue to embarrass people, and if you just got anything to say, just say Devin Haney duck me. Everybody, we looking right at it. We looking right at him duck you. Devin Haney's a beast, but I don't think he can beat Shakur Stevenson. I know Cambosis can't, but you know, it's Devin Haney. and Shakur Stevenson should be fighting instead of Prograis. But Prograis just got that title, so Devin Haney want to go in that division as a champ, and I get it because right now you a pound for pound. Like I get it, I get all the politics, but when it comes to a dude like Shakur Stevenson, and now Shakur, I'm being objective. You my favorite boxer, but he sent you a contract. From what I understand, it wasn't what you wanted, but you ain't got no leg to stand on. You ain't got the bargaining chip. So you beat him for that money. And then on the rematch, in his rematch clause, then you make the negotiation. Simple. Don't say, oh, I ain't fighting because he ain't offering me whatever. You knew he wasn't gonna be the A side in the fight. So how the hell is you talking about anything in terms of the contract? I mean, he didn't offer you $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro. So he did duck, but you made it easy. You gave him an excuse. I sent him a contract. He didn't take it. You should have took it, and then took the belt. And you probably wouldn't even had to rematch him because he's moved. Now he's not even in the division. You know what I'm saying? His next fight is currently not even in the division. So, bunch of boxing news, bunch of accountability. You know, well, bunch of people not taking accountability. You dig what I'm saying? But it's 2023, man. It's 2023, and I don't know where these new kids came from, and these women, but I think a lot of it is us, and I'm gonna get out of here. I think a lot of it is us, men, letting all this stuff go. Carly Russell doing all that shit. Her father didn't say 10 words on that interview. Her mom was talking crazy. Her mom was talking reckless. She was fighting mentally and physically and to stay alive. Girl wasn't fighting shit. Girl was with a new side dude, getting it in. I'm gonna say that, getting it in, and y'all was scared, and we was like, damn, you know, going everywhere. All the sex trafficking, the human trafficking, shit in Alabama. I'm born in Alabama, so I know what it is in some places. You know, so yeah, we was nervous, but then to find out that you was bullshitting, like her pop, like yeah, as hard as her mother went, her pops should have had something to say about that. And no matter, even if he said it at home, it's the fact that us as men, it seemed like we are getting pushed to the back of the bus, and women is doing a lot of leading. Like the NAACP is here in Boston, big convention, and I seen one male interviewed, and he was the director of the whole thing. All black women and some more ethnicities. But my thing is this, right? My thing is this. My thing is this. The household separation, the family dynamic separation been fucked up from back in the day, from when they brought the welfare in, right? It's continuing now because the women is getting the jobs and the positions, they getting boosted up in the positions. So it's kind of like, and they getting boosted up, and all of them don't got degrees. and all that shit, and all of them don't got a ton of experience. Some do, but the black males is being limited to certain roles economically, so we can't uh like you can't put your foot down some places, some households, because you ain't sustaining, you ain't controlling, you ain't taking care of shit in their eyes. So how you gonna tell anybody what to do? You know what I'm saying? That's what they putting on. That's what they putting on us. And then you got a lot of these kids, they not listening to the pops. They listen to the moms because they know the mom's about to go buy them some J's or buy them a hoodie. Um, like the fathers, y'all gotta set the tone early. Y'all gotta set the tone early. And I'm talking early in life when the kid is born. Boom, gotta set the tone. I don't give a fuck if you gotta go get 3 jobs. Set the tone. Set the tone with the woman, and because you gotta put your foot down, dog. You gotta stand on something. You gotta stand for something, or else you gonna be one of them dudes. They making all these videos about these clowns, these simps, but this shit is true. These videos, it's jokes, but it be happening in real life. Cause don't nobody think of this shit out the blue. These be real life events that done happen to somebody's man, and they turning shit into a skit. But somewhere it's a cat ain't laughing. You dig what I'm saying? So Kevin Samuels was important. I don't care what no one says. Andrew Tate, his brother, Tristan Tate, them cats is important. Because they telling you what it is. And they telling you how to get there. They not just saying boss up. No, they telling you, they giving you blueprints. Fresh and fit. They giving you blueprints. Do me a favor, man. Like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever you gotta do to keep getting this message. Download the audio file. Let's get it, y'all. Men in general, let's get it. Because you see what we looking like following the women. As a whole, you see what we looking like. We looking bad. We got a lady doing very well, getting sued getting $4 million judgments against her. You got the trans community telling women they ain't in charge of periods. Next, they're gonna be telling them they ain't in charge of having babies. They're already telling them we getting at your man's because he's down low, all that type of shit. Listen, man, you see what happened when we let them stand up there and while we taking a break? There is no break. There is no break. Get your ass out, get a job, 2 or 3, and make it happen. Cause where we getting led right now, is not where we want to be. I shall holla. Peace. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode of The Real Mojo TV. Love y'all. I'm out of here.